Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni, and today's Yoga Sculpt class combines basic yoga flows and postures with resistance training, making it the perfect total body strength workout. And be sure and stick with me to the end because that's when you're going to get the benefits of a yoga stretch and yes, even a brief shavasana, which I think we can agree 1 minute of stillness is much needed in our lives. So be sure and stick with me to the end. In the meantime, place those weights at the top of your mat and let's get started. So we're going to begin today's class down on the mat, coming onto our backs, knees bent, placing the arms at your sides. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more time, big breath in. Inhale all that positive energy, all the things you want to attract. Exhale, let all the other stuff go. Let's begin to add some movement, pressing the hips up and reaching the arms over the head, palms face the sky. And then as you exhale, drop the hips back to the mat, arms to your sides. Again, beginning a simple flow. So we begin to warm the body with some nice gentle movements. This is a great opportunity here at the beginning of class to just check in with your body. See how you're feeling, anything that might be tender today. Be mindful of that. You know, this is a non-traditional yoga class, but we still want to always honor our bodies and how it's feeling today. Never pushing beyond its limits. Let's do one more flow. And then bring the knees right over the hips. Interlace those hands behind the head. Begin to lift the chest and lower. Bringing the shoulders off the mat and down. Squeeze and release. So spending some time here in the beginning, awakening all the muscles around that midsection, all the core. No rush. You set your pace. Moving with the breath, at least I do here in the beginning. So keep in mind there might be a couple of times throughout the class where the heart rate goes up. And you might have to breathe through your mouth instead of the nose. Just do what works for you. Now hold those shoulders up off the mat. Reach the hands forward, lift a little higher. Then release down to the mat. Arms into goalpost shape. Begin to drop the knees side to side. Gently twisting the spine. Getting to loosen up those hips as well. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Start to rock side to side first. And then begin to rock forward and back. We're going to start to gain some momentum here. And then come all the way forward and step back to your first downward facing dog. Bringing those feet hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance. Gently pedal out your feet. And then hold downward facing dog. Just start to open up all down the back of the body. Begin to move forward to plank pose, bringing your shoulders over your wrist. Then lift up and back into down dog. Again, moving forward into that plank. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. One more time. And up. Moving forward into your plank, taking the knees to the mat, slowly lower all the way to the mat. Lift your chest for a baby cobra. Then come down. Again, just a small lift. Think about the strength in your back. And release. One more time. And down. Keeping the knees down, press those arms straight. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Looking to the top of your mat, step forward. Come into ragdoll. Cradling those elbows, adding movement or staying still. If you're moving, find stillness, relax, let the top of the head drop down towards the floor. Releasing and begin to roll up nice and slow. Begin to firm the muscles in the legs. Roll those shoulders down your back. Our Sun Salutation series, reaching your arms up. Swan dive, hinge forward, forward fold. Gaze forward, lift and lengthen the spine, half lift, and then fold forward. Stepping back to your plank pose. Shift forward into chaturanga, elbows in. Flipping the feet to up dog, or you might choose cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Look forward and step forward. Half lift gaze. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Bringing your hands to the heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Forward fold. Half lift and fold. Step back to plank. It's fine if your knees need to come to the ground. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. One more time through, looking forward and stepping forward. Half lift, feel the length in your back, and fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart center. Last time through, reaching up. Forward fold. Half lift and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Shift forward, low push-up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Look and step forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Hands to heart center. Sit back into chair pose and pause. Notice the weight may have shifted. You should be able to lift your toes back nice and straight. Rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Lift the right leg up and then move forward to a high plank position. Bring that right knee towards the right elbow or tricep. Lift back to one leg dog. Bring it to the center of the chest, high plank. Lift up. Take the knee across to the left elbow and then lift back up. Step the foot forward, rise up for crescent lunge. Take a moment here. You can bend, tuck, then sink, and then gently begin to press that back leg straight, opening up through the front of the thigh. Taking the hands down, step back and hold plank pose for 5, 4, 2, down dog. Lifting the left leg up. Come forward to that high plank, draw the knee towards that left elbow. Lift it up. Through to the chest. Lift it up. across to that right elbow, lifting it up, then stepping the foot between the hands, crescent lunge. Front knee over ankle, find your pose. Taking the hands down to the mat, step back, hold plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, down dog. Pause, settle in, and just breathe. Look forward and step or float to the top of your mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Sit back chair. Hands to heart center. Sit back into chair. We're going to practice one more time. Forward fold. Half lift. Step back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg up. Take the knee to high plank towards that right elbow. Lift one leg dog. Knee to chest high plank. Working our way across the body to that opposite elbow. Lifting up. Stepping the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Taking the hands down to the mat, here is your choice. You hold in plank or you lower to chaturanga and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, press it up, back, down dog, hello, upper body. We are getting warm now. Let's try it one more time, left side, lift. High plank series to the elbow, to the center, across to the opposite elbow, and then step that foot forward. Hopefully you feel yourself getting warmer and stronger. You're doing great. Taking the hands down, step back, make your choice to hold plank or chaturanga and hold for 5, 4, 3, back straight, 2, press it up, woo, down dog. Take the knees to the mat, sit it back, extended child's pose. Stretch it out. Coming back forward, down dog. So I say we start to pick up some weight. So let's step to the top of your mat. Bend your knees into that chair pose, reach down, pick up the weights, stand it all the way up. Let's get started here with some weights. So feet hip distance apart, bend those knees, sit down into chair. Elbows pulled back behind the waist, tricep kickbacks. So you're gonna go at a pace that works for you. I encourage you full range of motion. Try to hold just for a split second at the top. Really feel those muscles working. Last 2. Now hold those arms straight, little pulses here. Pulse it up, pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weights to the chest. All the weight goes to your right foot. Pick up the left knee to chest. Hold right here. Find your balance. Grow tall. Arms to your sides. Start to give me a bicep curl. And then the optional leg extension. Point the toe. Tone up those legs. Squeeze the quad. Lift, lift, back straight, do your best, smile, most important, 2 more, bring the weights to the chest, knee to the chest, here's your transition, back to that warrior lunge, we've been here before, again, find your foundation first in the legs, then those arms are gonna come straight up, weights are pressed together. tricep extension, then bring the weights to the forehead, press it back up. So a compound move, lower body staying strong and steady. You always want to keep those low ribs pulled in. You're doing great. Two more to go. Last one. Good. Open it up to warrior two legs. Again, find your legs first. We're going to do bow and arrow. Extend the arms. We're only doing 8 of these. So if you've got 5 pounds, it's going to be challenging. Reach forward, pull back. Reach, pull back. Core tight, arms strong. 4, you're already halfway there. It goes quick. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those weights down, roll those shoulders. Straighten that forward leg, little break. Rebend it, place both weights into that left hand. You're gonna hinge over into supported angle. Lost my balance there. Let's work our back. Weights come down, pull back. Down, pull. So if this is a challenging position, you could always come more upright. Just want you to really focus on squeezing the muscles in the back, drawing the shoulder blades together. Two more. And 1, bring it all the way up. Turn those toes to the corners. Bend your knees into sun pose. Hold sun, weights here. You're gonna lift up for a front raise, then a V raise, and then a lateral raise. Keep going. Forward, V, lateral. Again, forward, V, lateral. Again, forward, V, lateral. 1 more set. Good, bring the weight to the chest, start to pulse it out. Small move. See if you can get a little bit lower into those legs. Then hold, don't move. Stand it up, turn those toes in, stretch it out, standing straddle. Placing the weights right there on the mat, leave them there. Reach for the outsides of the feet. Come up halfway, turn those toes out. You do not need your weights. Stand it all the way up. Bend into your right leg into a lateral lunge. Sweep down, lift up. Bend lateral, side raise, down and up. This is where heart rate might start to travel. Full body move, really working our core and those legs. That butt goes behind you, not out to the side. Lift. Also incorporate some balance. Two more. Hold into that lateral lunge and pulse. Reach those arms forward, little lower. 4, 3, 2, hold. Bring it up into sun pose. Move, reach, and bend. Slow, controlled. That heart rate traveled up, just taking a moment. Let it slow back down. Bring the hands to the heart, hold. Let it all go. Reach it up, toes turn forward, standing straddle. Carefully Start to shift to the back of your mat. Take the weights with you to the back of your mat. Step back to down dog. So you're facing the back of your mat. Step forward, bend the knees deeply, pick up the weights, arrive in chair pose. Let's repeat it again on the other side. Elbows up, tricep kickbacks. So you know what's coming. Stick with it. You're doing a great job. Two more. Hold it up, pulse it out, lift, lift. Feel the back of the shoulders working. Feel the triceps all down the back of the arms. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathe, bring it in. Shift the weight to that left foot. Pull the right knee to the chest. Find balance. When you're ready, arms come down. Start with the bicep curl first. And don't get frustrated. If you're struggling with balance, take a toe down, it's okay. And then if you want, add that leg extension. Two more, one more. Knee to chest, weights to chest. Transition, back to warrior lunge. Arms up. Find that low body, then start with the triceps, tricep, and then press it up. Again, weights are pressing together. Careful you're not starting to rise up in those legs. I just caught myself doing that, so I just sink back down. Two more to go. Last one. Finish it off. Good job. Bring the weights to the chest. Open to warrior two. All right, only 8 bow and arrows. You can do this. Extend those arms. Reach it forward. Pull back. Core muscles tight. See, you're already at 2 more. 2 and 1. Beautiful job. Bring those weights down, both into the right hand. Hinge over, just lean over, straight over that forward leg, supported angle. Start those rows, pull back. So I usually have you double up your weight for the back. Because it's such a large muscle group, it can usually handle a heavier resistance than, say, something like your triceps. So, but make any adjustments that you need. I'm always gonna encourage you and push you a little bit more. Last 2. Rise it up. Find that sun pose first. Find that foundation. Here we go, front raise. V. Lateral wide, again. Two more sets. You've got this. Good, bring the weights to the chest, start to pulse it out. 2 more, and come up, toes forward, stretch it out. Standing straddle, weights go to the mat. Without the weights, lengthen your spine, stand all the way up. Toes turn out. You're gonna go into that left leg, lateral lunge, lift. Lateral lunge, lift. Continue. Almost there. I'm still with you, even when I get quiet. 2 more. Come into that lateral lunge. Pulse it. Hold it. Almost. Reach up. Move. Big breath. Sweep the arms, bend the knees. Two more. Just slowing it all down. Bring those toes forward, standing straddle. Carefully start to move those weights back to the front of your mat. Step forward, and then have a seat on your mat. Making our way to the floor. Not done yet. Pick up those weights. You're gonna find boat pose. So find those sits bones, good posture. Find boat, arms up, chest fly. 1. Take it wide. Palms are facing inward. If you need to, take the toes to the mat for support. Keep that back nice and straight. Chest lifting. You got it. Give me 2 more. And release. Just hug the knees in. Place those weights down, sit it up tall. You got 1 more round. I'm gonna cut the reps a little bit. You got 10 in ya, so let's try for 10. Ready? Find that boat pose first, arms up, let's go. 10. 4, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, hug the knees to the chest, sit it up. Now we're gonna take it back to our backs. Move the weights with you, keeping them by your side. I want you to place the weight in the right hand only, left hand behind the head. Extend. You're gonna start to press across the body, a chest press across to that left ankle. Down and up, down and up. Now you can stay right here or you can lower the leg with the arm. It is completely up to you. You got 10 left. Two more. Come down, switch sides. So leg extends, reach that left arm up to that right ankle and down, keep going. You're still trying to lift both shoulders, just that left side with the weight in the hand is gonna come up a little higher. And again, if you want to add that leg drop with the arm, do what works best for you. Keep that low back connected to the mat. Never want to let it arch up. Two more. And bring it on down. Great job. Move those feet a little bit closer to the glutes. Weights back in both hands. Lift into a bridge. So just like the warm-up, we came into a bridge this time. Walk those shoulders a little bit closer together. Weights in the hand. Start the chest press. Hips are strong, staying stationary for now. Now start to drop the hips with the weights. Press. Two more, finish strong. And come down. Weights to your sides, we are done with them. Hug the knees to the chest. Either roll to one side or rock up to have a seat. Now let's get to that stretching part. We're gonna start with the hips. I'm gonna turn and face you. We're gonna do double pigeon today. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my favorite pose. We're gonna start with that right foot down, and you want to line up the shin with the front of the mat, so it's not crisscross applesauce. Leg is out in front of you. You're gonna try to stack ankle and knee. So when you look down, you're looking for a triangle shape. You are the top of that triangle. If you're all the way up here, doesn't matter. Just want you to feel a hip stretch. It's all that matters. Sit it up. Take a long, deep breath. Here's where that yoga breath, that yoga release really, really helps. So you've worked hard. We need to get the benefit of that stretch. Now we're going to come into our straddle, so lift out of this pose, take the legs wide, toes up, lean forward any amount. Try to keep the toes and knees up as you hinge forward. Begin to come out of your pose. Let's do double pigeon on the other side. So opposite foot, shin lines up, straight, flex both feet. Try to place ankles and knees alignment. Try to find that triangle. Ooh, this side. Eee. Little tighter for me. Long, deep breaths. Deep breaths will get you through just about anything. Let's release out of that. We're going to go into a seated fold, so extending the legs out in front of you, toes up, lengthen the back, and then hinge forward, coming into that seated fold. Begin to roll it down, bringing the knees to the chest, circle those ankles, and then your other direction. Let's extend the left leg out to the mat, pull that right knee down towards the chest, and then come into your spine twist. Coming to the back, extend the right leg, left knee pulls in, into your spine twist, drop it across. onto your back. Let's move into reclining butterfly, dropping the knees and the bottoms of the feet touching. Placing your hands right there on your belly, close your eyes. Reconnect with the breath. With every exhale, we let go of all the stuff. Then moving into our resting pose of Shavasana, extending our legs, arms, palms up by your sides. Keeping the eyes closed, let's enjoy stillness. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath in, reach your arms over your head, take a nice full body stretch, point those toes, reach through the fingers, and then bend both knees, roll to your side into a fetal position. I always like to pause here to give you a moment to just check in with your bodies, but for me, it's to acknowledge gratitude. Gratitude for the bodies you've been given and what they just did. Then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. You did it. I hope you feel amazing. I thank you so much for joining me for class. Reach those arms up, bringing the hands to your heart, from my heart to yours. Namaste. Have a blessed day. If you liked the class, please be sure and share it with a friend. Appreciate it. Have a great day.